What's more important than owning a business is generating revenue and ensuring the brand's growth that you have created. Infusing growth and attracting customers is very important. Having a significant brand presence not only helps you lay a milestone in customer conversions, but it also helps you create brand loyalty. However, to start utilizing awareness, you need to first learn your ways around growing your brand. This book provides evidence-based answers to the key answers asked by marketers every day, tackling issues such as how brands grow, how advertising really works, what price promotion work, and do loyalty programs are really affect loyalty. This guy right here, Byron Sharp, is the author of the 2015 book, How Brands Grow. He is a professor of marketing science at the University of South Australia and was known for his work on loyalty programs. His research interests include buyer behavior and brand performance, laws and principles in marketing, market-based assets, and advertising and media. What I like about the book is it starts with a list of laws. An example of it is double jeopardy. Double jeopardy law states that brands with less market share have far fewer buyers and these buyers are slightly less loyal. Loyalty is not the thing that should be driving the strategy. What needs to be driving our strategy is market penetration. Getting out there and growing the brand. The bigger the brand size, the higher the market penetration, the higher the market share, and the loyalty will follow. But if we're measuring things based on loyalty and saying, well, we need more loyal customers, and that is where our focus is, we are not going to see the outcome we desire in terms of increasing the bottom sales. So there are three key things I want to talk about this book. First is the idea of penetration versus loyalty. Second would be myths of differentiation and segmentation, and lastly the idea of mental and physical availability. The idea of penetration versus loyalty is that loyalty follows penetration. Large brands have high level of loyalty than lower brands. At the same time, larger brands tend to lose more people, but then in the same time they tend to gain more people. And we get into the very interesting debate about loyalty, because loyalty for them is not necessarily something about where people are buying your brand all the time. Myths of differentiation and segmentation. In most brands, in the category to have similar customers, so actually what we find is that once you decide to buy a particular thing, you're primarily buying for the same reasons, and therefore, this is the idea about segmentation is a bit of a myth, particularly if you are going after penetration. Because penetration by its very nature demands a broad reach type of approach, rather than a very defined target segment. Now there clearly are cases where a niche strategy is going to work, but overall if you want to become a big brand, you can't cut yourself off by having a very targeted segmented strategy. 3. Mental and physical availability. Mental availability is this idea that you are top of mind, you are a brand which you naturally think about. So if your brand isn't right there right banging in front of you, then you're not getting remembered. You're not getting considered. It's very important that a brand somehow drives its front-of-mind awareness, and clearly there are lots of different ways of doing that, but one of the things Byron talked about a lot is it's only about distinctions, and it makes it very clear difference between differentiation and distinctions. I suggest that this is one of the most powerful books in marketing, from this generation at least, and I think the reason why is because marketing for years being a very subjective subject. What Byron done is, he basically gonna take all the empirical evidence to try to demonstrate about how brands actually really grow, and for this purpose I think this is a very profound useful book.